Hello, welcome back to one of my videos. I am actually adding eyes and realized that maybe I could make a video while I was doing it. This is the little completed alien. Here is a basket full of aliens in different processes. These are different eyes. These are sewn in. That's a different video if I make it. And these are the ones I'm doing today. So the process, it keeps changing because I'm learning as I'm doing it. But as it stands at the moment, this is the process. Definitely the glue. This is called GS Hypo Cement, which I found on eBay for jewelry, beading hobbies, watch crystals, optics, and industrial applications. It comes out quite vigorously once it's open. So that is why I try to do all the eyes, well, do a bunch of eyes in one go, simply because it's a process. Do I have a tissue around? No, I don't know where my tissue's gone. I do have a little piece of cardboard here that I can put it over because sometimes it leaks. I have, should I need it, I have a toothpick. I have my eyes. These are safety eyes. They click in. But look at the quality of this one compared to that one. This one actually has a screw and this one doesn't. Found them on eBay. Where's he gone? I have to pick him up later. So I'll take another one. So yeah, this is another one which I quite like. It's like an owl eye. Those are cat eyes there. As I said, I'd started, then realized I could make a video. So where am I? I have pushed the eyes through the demarcation that I had put when I was knitting the little aliens. I haven't clicked the back on. I'm first going to push all these through. So this is the demarcation as it stands. My current batch of aliens. I just used the tails from the neck while I was knitting, so that's pretty easy to see. I take a knitting needle, let me take a bigger one, and I put it through where the little marker is, and I just widen it up. Then I pull out the marker and I pop the eye in, and do the same with the other ones. This is I think a 5mm, maybe 4.5, 5, just to give it a little bit of a space. Pop the screw in. Now because they screw, they're holding quite nicely. The ones that don't have the screw, I'm going to immediately put the backing on, and then I'll come back just now and glue them. See, they're a bit skew. Once I click the screw in, I will make sure they are aligned. Now this one here is a different, what I did differently. I was experimenting with I'm going to zoom in. I was experimenting with a decrease, 2 decreases, well, 1 decrease per eye, and then in the next row an increase to make a little buttonhole, to see how that would turn out. Here we go. It doesn't make much of a difference, but when I use buttons, as I did for these guys, I definitely want the hole there because the base of the button is quite big. Where are they now? I literally had them there. This is the button. And as you can see, that button base or back, or whatever you want to call it, is quite big. And I I prefer to have a hole because I want to knit it quite tightly. As you can see, there isn't necessarily a hole that is easy to put a big base like that through. So it would go like that. If you didn't have this, and if you had, let's get another one the same size. They're quite tricky to see the same size. Let me make sure they're the same size. Yes. So he would have a little, he'll have two little black eyes like that. Now we'll also glue him, just to be sure. First I'm going to sew it. I can sew it and then I can glue it. So assuming that the holes are there, I think I'll just go with that, because that's quite nice with the dark color and those two eyes. So I just need to sew those eyes on, to sew them in place like I did with the two blue ones. So I'll come back to him. I hadn't planned to, I had actually planned to put these ones in, but I can change my mind. This is the same as the previous ones. The marking is there. Give it a little bit of a help with a larger needle. I'm going to use a smaller one with this one. And it doesn't have a screw. It's actually quite an unpleasant thing there. So I'll click that one in. Whoops. Didn't check first that he was skew. I want the eyes to be skew. Get me more careful with the next one. Okay, put the eye in. See how quickly it closes up. So one has to be on the ball. Okay, make the eye as I want him. There we go. And then clip the back on. The one eye is a little bit more than the other one. Doesn't want to move now that he's been clipped in. Okay, so then I'm going to glue him. You'll see how the gluing goes afterwards. Now this isn't an alien. This is actually a little kitty. I wanted to try something different. So it's flat on the top. And once he's folded in, I'll make the little kitty ears. And I did this because I wanted to try the owl eyes on a little kitten. Baby kittens have these beautiful big eyes. Oh, I see what I've done here. I've used one thread. So start with the one that's going to come out first. This one here. Careful not to come out the other one. Okay, so now these eyes are owl eyes and they are round all the way, but they look like little kitten eyes, don't they? This pink Mariner yarn, double knit Mariner yarn is nice and thick. Strange, it doesn't look completely even, but it is. You can check the row here. You can see that row goes above there. It is even, just looks, it doesn't look straight for some reason or other. That's very strange. So even from the back here you can see it doesn't look quite even, but yet it is. Did I just maybe catch it a little bit differently? Little lopsided kitten. But it is what it is. I'm going to now put all the clips in. One. Two. I'm going to zoom out a bit. That one's been clipped in. Get the eyes straight. I literally rotated this one all the way up. See if I can get that at the bottom. It's like a little scratch, because I noticed yesterday I had this scratch. What do you call it? It's like a manufacturing thing. It was in the middle and it was obvious. So it was unfortunate. It's not that easy to hold it in place and push the eye in. We push the safety button thing. There we go, last click. I love this color. He's gorgeous. Where's the manufacturing defect? Put it there. Where is it on this one? He's on the outside. See a little defect there. There it is. I'm going to keep those on the outside. Put the base in. Lined up. Pinch it in place so it doesn't move. Did I get it right? Yes. Zoom out. Zoom out. Those little lids, Argan dust lids, are very practical from the ice cream. I need to sew that one, these ones into place. Again, the manufacturing thing is in the way. Put it on the side. They're not very good quality eyes. He is cute. What I used just now was a very small shimmy needle. Still got a bit of fluff on it. Doesn't matter which color I really use. I had a bit of blue here because it won't be visible. I mean, ideally I would use the same color as my product, but I'm not going to. This Marriners yarn, once again, very nice. Which way am I going? Okay, put it sideways. Sideways. They keep popping out. But because I made the hole, there is space for them. Whoops! See, he's already popped out. I'll come back and get him once I've done this one. So I did the other ones just now. I was quite rough and ready. I literally started like this, pulled it across, and I'm just going to make sure I catch this side and catch that side. I do want to glue them in place. I have yet to actually use glue on eyes like this. When I made my little crochet figures, my little foxes, I did not glue them in place. Okay, that should do the trick. Just cut it off there. And the next one, there he is. Where's the defect? This one seems to be okay. Whoops. Getting at that angle. Catching that side. Coming through and catching the other side. So I've got a stitch on each side. Bringing this forward. These are not destined for children. They're going to have beads on, and they are going to be key rings. If it was for a little baby, first of all, one should not have buttons. New health recommendations is that it's a choking hazard. I guess things have changed since I was a baby in the 70s. Toys had buttons, and that's the way it was. They were little rag dolls or teddies. Now this is not destined for a child, so I don't have to worry too much about someone trying to pull the eye off. So I feel this is secure enough for something that is going to end up being a keychain. Cut those a little bit off. So yeah, he's like a little ghost, isn't he? He's gonna be an alien. He's more of a ghosty alien. As you can see, the little. I have a finished one. I think I might have a video of some finished ones. I've already sent a batch off to my daughter, so this is the next batch. And the keychain will go up there. And these are the beads that I've sewn on. Gluing. I will show how I do 2, and then I'll stop the video there. There's no need for me to go all the way through all of them. So let me take 2 different types. What I do is I prepare the alien. I fold him over. I fold him like that. I get all the tails, because the last thing I want is glue to get any of these tails, and I can't use them. So there he is. He's prepared. If I wanted to be really fastidious, I could use a whatever these are. I can't remember the name. But I'm not going to. So I have a whole box of little. It's just literally to stop the glue from, if it should actually seep through, that I'm not gluing the whole alien together. Also, it gives it some support. This guy, when I open him up, you'll see he has like a long nose like that, and I put the nose in there, and the glue literally just oozes out. So I do prepare them all in advance, so I can literally go from one to the next. I've yet to glue one like this, so it's going to be an experiment. Once again, get all the tails out the way. And I just put the glue on. Then as I glue them, I leave them. I'll leave them on my desk for a couple of hours, and then when I come back, I move them aside until the next day, and then I either do the beadwork and then sew them up, or sew them up and then do the beadwork. I have not yet fully established a routine that I prefer, because I'm exploring different ways of beading them to see what is the most comfortable for me. So I have been chopping and changing. Once I find the most practical and the most comfortable method, then I will stick to that, but that hasn't happened yet. This little owl is not as practical, so what I will do is, this marker here was just a row counter, so I'll take that out. Sorry, little cat with owl eyes. So I will just clip him like this, and that way he will stay in place while I glue him. So you see how, I just can't remember what they call stitch marker. If you haven't seen my other videos on the alien, I am compiling some. I have one with beads, but that was my first batch, and I have definitely changed the way I'm doing beads now. So I'll probably maybe get to an update video, I don't know. But these are Izzy dolls. That's one word. Another word is a comfort doll. And there are a bunch of design ideas. My daughter asked for an alien, so that's how we ended up making the aliens. I ordered the eyes especially for them. She specifically wanted an alien. Oh, that one's got eyes. Have they been glued? Yes. You can see that the glue's in there, seeped right in. But they're all different kinds of designs for these comfort dolls slash Izzy doll. Take that open. I closed it actually when I was beading. So those tails were in one way for the beading, and now they're going in another way for the eyes. It's the sewn in eyes. I didn't make a knot there. Make a knot. I'll put some glue right on that knot. Okay. Let me glue these ones because they're prettier first. And as I said, I will do 2. And then I'll end the video because I'm sure you don't want to watch me do all of them. You already watched me fold all of them. So I did do some chit chat. So as I said, this glue, once I open it, it starts coming out. I do need a tissue because when I close him, I'm back. When I close him, the glue, I like to clean with a tissue. That's my cardboard. I know I'm finicky in getting my whole work. This is a cereal box. But glue can very quickly ruin something, whether it's your clothes or your project. So it's always advisable. So I haven't squashed him yet. I see it has a little pin on it. But once I squash him, I give it a little squeeze. There he starts. Turn him upside down. put him in like that. Let me zoom in. See, here he comes. Okay, the smallest squeeze. And he's coming out. So now you can see why I prepared everything. I prepared them all. I chose the right color. The see-through plastic. You can actually see how the yarn is turning dark. That's the glue. So I was good in my choice as a demonstration. I will come back to this one later on. Once I've done all the other ones, I'll come back to each one just to check. I'd rather not do too much in one go. I don't know how far that glue is going to move. Where am I putting him over there? I've got no idea. So now let's try this one here. See, look how quickly, look at that. Just literally by changing from one to the next, there's a huge blob. And it will keep on coming, and keep on coming, and then it slowly slows down. So having 6 aliens at the ready, for me, felt like it was a good number. It's about 2 days knitting. They go quite quickly now that I have the pattern in mind. And I sent my daughter a blanket, which has about 60 different colors in it, from the Marriners Yarns. No, why did I call them Marriners Yarns? Oops, sorry, Stylecraft Special DK. I've used Marriners Yarns for years now, and I've changed over to Stylecraft. My bad, sorry. I better make a correction in the comments there. These are Stylecraft Special DK Acrylic Double Knit. So, just from picking that up, see how quickly it came out? I did say I'd stop at 2. This is the little owl. With the white, with the white clicky things that you put on the set, I can't even think, the backing of the safety buttons, safety eyes. One can't see what's happening. So there's a bit of a guessing game. Now I know gravity is helping because the thing is upside down, but let me see if I just turn it upside down like that. Let's see. See, it still comes. If anything, it's running down the wrong way on my glue stick. I'm so sorry. I really can't find the words today. It's not a glue stick. It's a tube of glue. And the glue was actually in my my toolkit. I'd bought it for beading. And had used it once or twice. So when I bought these eyes, and I noticed, for instance, as I said, these ones here did not have a screw on them. It just didn't seem very secure. I definitely thought that a bit of glue would help. And now I'm just systematically gluing the eyes. See, I can literally go underneath there if I want. It was a bit of trial and error, the first gluing. I tried gluing the eyes before I put the backing on. I tried gluing the eyes at the front. And I realized it wasn't necessary, because if I came like this, it soaks right through, and the yarn is getting quite soaked with glue, and it's probably sticking nicely to the front as well of the actual eye. So this is a see-through one. You might be able to see that darkening color again. I just love this color, this wool. It's so fun with the green, isn't it? I mean, we would probably make quite a 1970s jersey. But for a little alien, and then once I choose the beads, he could really dance. The colors could really dance. Is it glistening a bit? Yeah, it flows not quite the same, which is a good thing. So there I was saying, I'm going to be gone after 2, and I'm still here. Let's see if I can glue the knot. That end. I will be washing them before I post them off. They clip onto her handbag, and she wanted some extra ones for her friends. So she had one, the original one, that I made for her last year. And then when she came to visit last year, she said, could I put some beads on it while she was visiting? I said, sure. So I put some beads on, and she was so tickled. She asked if I could make some for her friends, so I did, and I posted them off. And she really likes them, so I said, look, I'll make some more. That way she can give some to her nieces and nephews as well. From her ex's, from my ex's family, from her dad's family. I think the youngest one is about 4. His mum can put it aside for him. She can hang it in his bedroom. But the eldest child is in her teens now, so she'd probably be quite happy to have an alien on her bag. There we go. It's nice when the wool actually changes color, and one can see where the glue has soaked in, where it hasn't. Let's see how it's doing. Still oozing. Let's go back to the first one. Probably put some more in that one there. I'm definitely not going to squish the bottle again. I mean the tube again. So I will just add a little bit here and a little bit there. This one's a guessing game, because I don't know. I don't know where it's soaked in and where it hasn't soaked in. think I could do with a cup of tea. Time is going so quickly. I don't know what it is. Everything feels speeded up. 24 hours just seems to slip by at an incredible rate. Okay. I'm happy with that. It's still oozing out, but I do want to close it. Sorry about that. I've fallen off the camera. I don't even know if the last ones were in the camera. I was so busy looking at what I was doing, I wasn't looking at the camera. Sorry about that. If I did literally disappear and all you could do was hear my voice, then my apologies. Get that in there. I know I'm being over fussy about it, but it's such a shame when you lose a bottle of glue, because it's all, when the glue has literally sealed itself shut. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to store him up, right? He's got a bottle. Put my glues in there, and that's where he is, so I can come back to him. Those are going to now dry. I will go and have a cup of tea, and the beading will be done when it's done. I was sorting my beading out the other day. This one's missing a lid. But look at these colors. Aren't they gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. That's for another video. Okay then, thanks for watching. Bye now.